Hey, this is Landon Kuntz with Rock House Roofing. Today we are doing an inspection on 1034 Chesterfield Place from American Homes for Rent. So we're climbing up here now. We have an architectural style shingle. It does have quite a bit of damage going on over here. So the first thing we're going to notice is that the beauty strips are starting to slide out all the way down the roof. These basically, sometimes they're nailed in and sometimes they're not. It looks like these were nailed in at the face and then sealed over. What we do is we actually pull the tab up and nail it underneath the tab so we don't have to do the sealant on there. And a lot of times that keeps the nail from pulling all the way through. Basically the reason that it's pulling through is the nails are rusting, as you can see on the top. And as they do, they shrink because the material goes away. And what you're left with is basically your shingle sliding off like that. Also, this flashing is probably getting very hot on the roof right there, and it's causing the tar to melt, which would be the only other thing holding it on, so that's why they slide out like that. Right here we have a stain spot on the roof. This is from leaking gutters. This gutter is leaking right here in the corner. The seam has split and it is rusted. These, because this gutter is rusted, we know that this is a steel gutter and not an aluminum gutter. So these are an older style gutter, and they are 5-inch gutters as well. Most people go to 6-inch aluminum gutters now, so that would be the recommendation there. Lots of cracks and stuff around these windows. Wood completely missing and stuff, so these window panes need to be addressed and just resealed. These can all be leaks right here, like that. As we go up the roof, we'll see a little bit of wind damage on these front shingles. So there's two things this could be from. First of all, the gutters are all very clogged with leaves. So that's part of the issue with the drainage and the gutters rusting, because the water is getting trapped in there. Also, there's a lot of granule rust on this roof. You can tell it's all in the gutters, so you know it's definitely an older roof that we're dealing with. So this is, again, this is either from squirrels lifting up on the shingle to get underneath the builder's gap right there, or it's from wind. I would say on these, it's more than likely from wind. As we go up here, we see places that rodents have been chewing. Like right there. That's a good spot that they're chewing up right there. So more than likely we need to put new flashing right there. On top of that, just to keep the rodents out. The flashing behind it's gonna be what stops the water, but we need more flashing on top just to keep the rodents out, it looks like. Again, gutters are very rusted. The sealer mate that's on there, you can tell is completely just cracked off. There's not even any on there at all anymore, so all of that would need to be addressed so that the gutters don't leak onto the roof. If we keep going up the slope, you have rusted nail heads where they've been unsealed on the ridge. Those are all leak spots as well, more than likely, as well as all of the HVAC stacks and pipe boots need to be resealed, and rain collars added to those to keep the seal from dry rotting. Again, all of the gutters are clogged. And then down here on this little corner, we have the same issue going on as over there. So we'll walk over there and check that out. Again, rusting, this all needs to be painted. This, just the paint wears off over time, so repainting this will keep this from rusting in the future. There's a total of 3 pipe boots on this roof. All of them need to have rain collars added because the pipe boot has started to dry rot. And I'll show you what that looks like. So when these dry rot, they start to crack like that right there. And that's going to keep your seal open on this pipe boot, and then water is able to drip down the pipe. These nails need to be resealed as well. The back of this chimney is really not in good shape. Definitely birds and stuff have been pecking at it. So those are a couple holes right there as well at the top of the chimney. None of these nail heads are caulked, and the siding is rotting away, as well as the corner boards. So eventually this would need to be replaced as well, so that you don't have a leak on your cricket right behind your chimney. then we will go down and look at this other squirrel or roof rat hole that we have down here. This should be the bigger one that they're getting in through, I believe. Maybe not. But there is more chew marks for sure. But I don't necessarily think they're getting in through there because there's no way for them to get up in there. They may be getting in through this little hole in the back right there. Right here. So we'll need to do some flashing across there to seal that as well, just to keep them from getting in. This siding is all rotten as well. It's literally just peeling, we're ready to peel away from the house. I would recommend, you know, doing almost all the siding on this wall right here going up before it becomes more of an issue, as well as the back of that chimney. So it seems to me like the squirrels or the roof rats are getting in through either one of those two spots. Also probably in the builder's gap behind the chimneys or behind the gutters themselves. When these gutters are this full like this, this is years and years of buildup on there. These are roof granules, so you know, a leaf blower is not going to get these out. You have to literally just dig it out by hand. But when this happens, this wood gets rotten above it, and they can get in underneath these areas, and this is called a builder's gap. So this builder's gap right here will let the animals kind of in through that little 1-inch gap. They don't need a big area to get in through. So other than that, that is all of the places that I see that they can get in on the roof side of this. So I would say, you know, definitely all the gutters need to be replaced more than anything. And then the two siding areas, this wall right here, zoom out. This wall right here needs to be replaced because the siding is just all rotten. These corner boards are all rotten. So I would say, you know, all of these places need to be addressed. And that's going to be a big part of the problem of them getting in, is because the siding and the wood trim is so rotten on these that it's not even hard for them to chew through it. So I would say that and this chimney need to be addressed the most. So I'm going to temporarily flash over these two areas that we found the little rodent holes that could possibly be how they're getting in. So we're going to check those two, and then we will work up an estimate for the rest. Thank you guys very much. If you have any questions, feel free to give me a call. Thank you.